Scientists have long been studying the human body as a living being, and there are quite a few reliable and interesting facts about it. However, some of them are very unusual and even implausible. Although science claims that this is true, and there is no reason not to believe the best minds of mankind facts about the human body. Our brain uses 20% of all the oxygen that enters the bloodstream. And the energy it produces would be enough to light a 10-watt light bulb. Nerve impulses in the human body travel at an impressive speed of 400 kilometers per hour. So there is a signal delay, but it is negligibly small. The largest organ in the human body is the lungs. If they are spread out on the ground, they will occupy an area comparable to the area of a tennis court. A human bone can withstand 5 times the load of a steel rod of the same width, but it is brittle and can break if hit hard enough. The human body would be completely immobile without muscles. It takes up to 200 muscles to take one step. Interesting facts about muscles. Our eyes will never be as sharp as those of an eagle. Nevertheless, the human eye is so sensitive that if the earth were completely flat, we could clearly see the flicker of a candle up to 48 kilometers away. Provided there are no visual problems, of course. The number of bacteria in the human body exceeds the number of cells of which the body itself is composed. The average adult body produces about 25 million new cells every second. They come to replace those cells that die off just as quickly. The smallest human muscles are located in the ear. The largest are the large gluteal muscles that move the legs. Human hair can hold up to 100 grams, and men's hair is, on average, twice as thick as women's. The stomach can digest almost anything. Gastric juice contains hydrochloric acid, which can even dissolve metal. Many scientists agree that nails are an unnecessary human component. There are theories that at further stages of evolution, humans will lose them as an unnecessary part of the body. There is no such thing in nature as a completely bald person. Each of us has as much hair per square centimeter as a chimpanzee. But almost all of these hairs are so short, light and thin that they are almost impossible to see with the naked eye. If you were to stretch the 300 million capillaries in your lungs from beginning to end, the line would stretch for about 1,609 kilometers. Like deep-sea creatures, humans are naturally bioluminescent, which means that we glow in the dark. However, the light that the human body emits is incredibly weak. So weak that human eyes cannot distinguish it. People produce differently structured tears depending on the reason we cry. Emotions such as grief, guilt, sadness, or happiness result in a dramatic change in the molecular structure of tears. Like a snowflake, no tear is alike on a molecular level. Our brain has less flesh and tissue than fluid, and is 80% water. However, most of the human body is also made up of it. Sneezing has a practical function. It clears the nasal cavity and throat of any blockages. The force of sneezing is so great that it exceeds the speed of 160 kilometers per hour, and during sneezing, the heart stops for a moment. Eye color depends on the distribution of pigments in the anterior iris layer. Brown is the most common eye color in the world. Interesting facts about eyes. The sense of smell depends on gender, and women are usually superior to men in sensitivity, recognition, and distinction of smells. The sense of smell is particularly strong in infants, but it is lost by 40 to 50% in the first year of life. An average person walks about 160,000 kilometers in his life, which is equal to the length of 4 Earth's equators. The science of gerontology studies the processes of aging of the human body and its possible rejuvenation. Some organs in the human body grow throughout life, such as the nose and ears. Others, on the other hand, shrink. For example, the adrenal glands. Over time, we humans lose our taste sensitivity. By the age of 60, about half of our taste buds die off. The human body undergoes changes as we grow up. Newborn babies have about 300 bones, but then some of them fuse together, and adults are left with only 206.